Oh, wow.
Ladies and girls, it's time for the crypto Black Sheep Show. Today on the show we have special guests.
MI5 in the house. We've also got Island Boy Shane, Donnie D. We got Trey. We're waiting on Charlie. Yeah, it should be showing up soon. So let's get this started.
She's talking. Island Boy. DJ. Shout out to the Island Boy Shane. Hey, it's Island Boy. This goes out to Island Boy Shane, Crypto Black Sheep, and the DJ Protocol community. Island Boy.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Episode number 744. And we got Eric in the house. What's up, Eric? And we got Charlie.
Charlie, what's up?
Love it. How you doing, man? Your mic working?
Looks like he's still loading in. There he is.
Now he's muted.
He has arrived.
Yeah, he's muted. You're just muted, Charlie. There you go. Speak, Charlie. Speak.
All right, that was an intense intro there. That's my first experience with that. What's going on?
You can't hear us, Charlie?
Can you hear us?
I don't think Charlie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got a pretty wild intro.
You can't hear Charlie though. I can't.
No. What about now?
No, we can't hear you, Charlie.
No.
Maybe log out and log back in.
Yeah.
It's the Island Boys. The Island Boy.
So what's up, gentlemen? Good to see you. Welcome back to the DGM Protocol.
Pleasure to be here. Good to see you guys.
You.
Oh, wow, they've multiplied.
Yes, we have. I don't know who wants to get us started here. Chris, if you want to, maybe perhaps intro us while Charlie comes back on, we can
sure
kind of go into, the thing we've done before and then, go from there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, these guys, they're the MI5 crew. We've had them on the stream a couple times. They they connected with this hedge fund thing we're doing and all that, and they have an opportunity to get what is it, like a business line of credit. I'm actually doing mine. My sister just got approved for hers. She's getting her money. I'm in the process of doing mine right now too. Thank you, Trey, for the help.
What'd your sister get?
She got like $90,000, dude.
Nice.
107K total, bro.
107K.
Yeah.
Set the record straight, right?
I just heard 90K, but that's awesome. So
has she been paid? Did she actually get paid out?
I think it's in the process or whatever. I don't know how long it takes.
She just did liquidation, so she'll be getting it here shortly.
Excellent.
Cool.
We can hear you, Charlie.
Yeah, we can hear you, Charlie.
I said we can hear you now.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Excellent.
So Charlie, you can go next. Go ahead. Take it away.
Okay,
You're up, Charlie.
Are we
Just
doing
introduce yourself and all that. They've seen you on the stream a few times, but yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, fellas. All right. For everybody that doesn't know me, my name is Charlie Xavier. I know Chris very well, your leader, or Black Sheep as you know him. I started Chris out in crypto like 7-8 years ago now, and he's turned into a monster.
5. It's been 5.
Is it 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
Jeez, all right. Okay.
It was 5 years in May.
Just added a few years on there.
Yeah,
and
it's all good. Feels like we've known each other forever, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Black Sheep is a monster now. He's done really well for himself. Since then, I've been doing a few different things here and there, but my my experience in business goes decades back, like 20 years plus. I'd fast forward to today. I would consider myself an elite level connector, so I have a very large network. I mainly deal with a lot of athletes and celebrities. Currently trying to do a deal with Dr. Dre, which is pretty cool. So I'm in contact with his son. So I'm doing a business deal with Dr. Dre. I've got some other artists in the roster. I'm going to be doing a business deal with Johnny Dang. Everyone knows Johnny Dang, right? The bling bling guy. I think he's from Thailand, and he makes all the jewelry for all the celebrities. He's been in a bunch of Drake videos.
It's one of the things the Island Boys went for was Johnny Dang teeth or grills or whatever. That was like one of the things, highlights of their thing was they had the grills. That was Johnny Dang. So
was that Johnny Dang?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. I mean, the list goes on. We've got some amazing meetings lined up with a lot of celebrities now. So we're kind of getting back into the celebrity world at the moment. I kind of took a break from that. But yeah, I get headhunted a lot. People come to me when they want to get shit done. That's how I'm known in the industry, the guy that can get shit done. And yeah, I basically can bring a lot of liquidity into businesses very quickly, build and scale businesses utilizing my network. And yeah, that's what I do nowadays. I mean, it's kind of a varied thing, but it all comprises of the same thing. But I just enjoy, building businesses, building networks, and making a lot of money in the process, but also making other people a lot of money too. So we can all get wealthy and prosperous together. And yeah, that's I think that's about it, really. I could go on forever, but I'll stop there.
Thank you, Charlie.
No worries.
All right, cool. All right, I'll go. My name's Eric Melissa. I'm from Wisconsin. I've been a systems engineer for over 20 years. And I've owned a freight forwarding business and an engineering and IT company. So I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. But I've also tried network marketing as well and referral marketing. So I just had my hands in just a bit of everything, selling potion pills, powders, all of that. I just like systems where you build it once and you get paid over and over and over again. And in the network marketing, even though I did pretty well with it, it's still other people didn't. 95% of the people failed. So that's really, really bothered me. But through the course of 10 years, I did 15 in medical and almost 5 in financial. I met a lot of mentors, and I realized that networking was very important. So I met those 7, 8, 9 figure mentors, and towards actually as of this year, I did this business to business integration for my company, and what ended up happening was I did it in 2 months. They were spinning their wheels for over 2 years trying to get it done. I got a big raise. A month later, my position was terminated along with some other people, and I felt really bad because their position, they didn't have nothing else to fall back on. But during that time, I was able to, utilizing my mentors, create something that exceeded my system engineering salary. So that was a blessing, and that's where I kind of met. I've known Brian for about 5 years, and we lost touch during the pandemic, and just kind of got together and compared notes and just seeing he had part of the puzzle, I had part of the puzzle. And we created this mastermind, and it just blew up from there. And very blessed. I mean, it's been almost 7 months, and just what's been going on has just been amazing. I mean, we just every day we're like, what else can just, and we're very grateful for it. But it just the people that we're meeting and the lives that we're changing, that's really where it comes down to. So so. That's it. I'll let Brian tell his story.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Brian Davis. If you haven't seen me before, based out of Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, Chris. Based out of Boston, Massachusetts.
This is your first experience in America.
I'm so distracted. All right. So this this show is wild. But yeah, guys, I spent most of my career in the hospitality industry. I helped open, grow, and scale startup restaurant operations, primarily up and down the East Coast in all the major cities from Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Chicago, New York City, Boston, Portland, Maine, you name it. And most of my life was spent in that industry until about 5 years ago when I had this sort of, light bulb go off of creating residual income using smartphones, using the technology that kept growing more and more, and seeing a lot of my friends on Facebook and people I went to high school with and college with have successful stories in that realms, buying really nice cars and gaining lots of capital and having really great wins and starting companies. So I really started to, kind of in my spare time, in addition to being an entrepreneur, because I've always been an entrepreneur my entire life. I've owned and operated record labels. I've earned screen printing companies, merchandising companies. I was an event coordinator and planner. I did all sorts of things throughout my career. But this obsession with creating passive income streams, getting involved in financial trading, automated business systems was something that really kind of took over. And, this is where I got into crypto. I got into Forex trading. I got into commodities trading. I got into, different areas of this. And it led me to this path of realizing that I wanted to pursue this. Well, fast forward to 2020 and the pandemic hits. It's March 2020 and I lose my job. I just get laid off. And, I was operating in the restaurant industry, overseeing 8 restaurants across 3 states, New York City, Boston, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the entire cities were just vacant, ghost town from the pandemic. And I, was one of the first ones to go because I was in operations. I was in the field. So no traffic through the restaurant, no sales coming through. They needed to lay me off. And during that time, I had an awakening. I had the most free time on my hands ever in my entire life that I'd ever had. Since I was like 13 years old, I had been working every single, week. I was a young father at the age of 19, 100-hour work weeks, oftentimes in the restaurant industry, now all of a sudden jobless. And I really was able to focus heavily in on the crypto world and all that space during that time, because I had so much free time on my hands. Self-development, meditation, better diet, physical fitness, things of that nature all became a focus. And seeking out the mentors and finding mentors and new mentors and going to conventions and crypto conferences and meeting people. And when Eric and I connected in April, which was when we reconnected after several years of disconnect, we had this similar journey along with multiple people that came into the mix, Charlie, Trey, and we realized 98% of crap that's out there is absolute garbage, like absolute horse shit, and it's just like nothing, at all even worth it, right? And it's like,
we know all too well.
Yeah, we all had the experience and we went through it, and we're like, we need to help people a lot of people don't have the patience, don't have the bandwidth, don't have the capacity, don't have the mental state to be able to cipher through the bullshit, right? They hit one bullshit thing and then they maybe lost $10,000, $15,000, and then they give up for the rest of their lives. They're like, every single thing moving forward is an absolute shit. Like they just have no trust in the system. Well, Trey, myself, Eric, Charlie, we filtered through the system. We created the network of mentors that are 8, 9, 10 figure net worth individuals that have the gems that are inside of all the bullshit. If you were to dig through the garbage pile at the frickin' at the landfill and find the old, hard drive with, 30 Bitcoin on it from 2017, like that's what we do, right? We filter through the fucking garbage and find that gem. So, we specialize about 2.5 months ago. Eric and I purchased a brokerage company called Grand Rising Financial that specializes in business lines of credit for brand new LLCs as well as existing LLCs and credit repair services. And this has supercharged our ability to provide liquidity to different communities and different projects that we work with, as well as provide liquidity to ourselves so that our investors, that go into the things that we've been in, the things that we have assurance in, private hedge funds, family and friends only, automated business systems, things of that nature, passive income streams from various channels. We have now a vehicle to provide liquidity to it with the business line of credit. Trey has been my good friend for several years, and I have, really wanted to, entertain the idea of listening to Trey. He kept on saying credit, but I was so busy and doing my thing, I didn't listen. And then he caught my attention a few months ago, 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago at this point, maybe a little bit more than 4 months actually. And we were like, we got it. So we partnered with Trey. He is our funding director of Grand Rising Financial. I'm going to pass it over to him to talk about himself a little bit, as well as Grand Rising Financial Services and what we offer, because this just allows people to just infuse themselves with liquidity to be able to take themselves as well as anybody around them that takes advantage of the system to the next level with liquidity. Like, this liquidity is key. So go ahead, Trey, take it away, man.
All right, so
What's
this
up,
time
Trey?
I'm going to go a little bit more. How's it going? I'm going to go a little bit more into my background and how I stumbled upon this type of stuff. So for several years, I worked up in the oil field as an electrician. I got into communication, so I was doing a lot of tower climbing, 300 feet in the air, things of that nature. You get that high up and the wind starts blowing and it's cold like it gets up in North Dakota. You're talking you're a giant wind sail at the top of that sucker.
Oh yeah.
So found out my wife was pregnant and I knew there needed to be a change. I started digging into consumer law and credit. That led me over to the side of funding and how to leverage it properly, right? Growing up, I was always told cash was king. I wish I was, able to learn the things that I know now a lot earlier because I would be a heck of a lot further. But knowing the things I know now, literally within 6 months to a year, you can go from hardly any credit to a 750 and beyond. There are a lot of misconceptions with credit, so you do have to be careful. But here at Grand Rising, our main method is going to be 0% funding, okay, through business lines of credit. That's for 6 to 24 months, depending on the lender. If you guys need it at 0% longer than that, I can teach you how to do that. This process is repeatable, okay, so you can do it more than once. We also work with big banks. We're not talking like little credit unions, anything like that. The only time I will ever mention credit unions is if we are building your credit. I've got a very thorough guide on how to do that, and I'll take you through it step by step if need be. We do not charge anything up front. We work on a performance fee. It's all going to be on the back end. If somebody does need credit repair, that is also something that we offer. I'll touch on that just a little bit. It does take an average of 90 to 120 days to see results. We can remove things such as bankruptcies, collections, late payments, student loans, things of that nature. So you would be able to meet with me and I would break all that down for you and explain it. One thing I do want to let people know is debt and your credit report are two different things. Okay, if you owe more than $5,000 to $10,000 in debt, do not think because you get your credit report cleaned that you don't owe that. Okay, because you do, and they can still come after you. So I do see that misconception a lot. So I do want to address that.
Okay.
But anyway, does anyone have any questions? Want me to break anything down a little bit further?
Oh, sounds good. Do we have any questions out there? And we got like 17 people out there watching. Anybody got any questions?
How you doing, Trey?
Well, we know Mr. Big has questions.
Yeah, Mr. Big, go ahead, Mr. Big. You go.
No. I'm getting into the program, and Trey and I have been working. I wanted to tell you, Trey, I did come a stumbling block of with the Experian. I did call them, and they say they have no record of any of my past.
Okay, so what I want you to do is get with me, and we're going to look into that a little further. We may need to contact some secondary bureaus. So you and I can handle that.
I did run the reports on the secondary, so I have them. But Experian says unless I can find an old report with a number, and I've been searching everywhere, they say I do not exist with anything else. I don't know. How could that have happened, Trey? How does that just 20 or 30 years of credit just drop from nowhere?
Experian has been acting funky lately.
Yeah, and the only way normally that happens if you say you use credit for like 20 years and then you stopped using it for 7+ years, all of that old history will disappear and it's almost like you're starting over. I have seen that happen. But as far as secondary bureaus, I mean like LexisNexis and things of that nature, which is where all of the primary bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian actually pull their information from. So we will look into that together.
Okay, because TransUnion and Equifax has all my history. Isn't that weird that they have all my history and Experian has nothing?
That is weird. And if we continue to run into that problem, every bank pulls from a different bureau. So what I'll do is we'll just do it strategically, and we will only utilize the 2 bureaus that you do have history on. And then you and I can go ahead and rebuild your Experian.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Wow, guys,
Slick.
that sounds awesome.
Slick, we're
Yeah,
looking
it's
at
cool.
how long does it take to get funded once we put the application in with me? You're looking at 7 to 21 days on average, depending on how amped up you are about it, right? We have to be in communication. There are certain steps that you yourself are going to have to take. A lot of it is on me, but as far as initial setup, you do have some steps that you're going to have to take. So a little bit of it depends on you as well.
They're real easy steps.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, just get off your ass and
Maybe
do
not
it.
for your audience though, Chris. It might be a bit difficult for them, you know. They've got an average intelligence of a 3rd grader.
Oh,
right. Oh,
Charlie, we're supposed to
I
be
got a
driving
question.
traffic to Grand Rising Financial, not driving it away, man. What do you
Trey,
think?
so if somebody already has good credit, like I have pretty fucking good credit, can you do anything to make it better? Like, we're talking people over 800. Is there anything that
Are
you
you talking a FICO 8 score, or are you talking a Vantage 3 score? Are you using Credit Karma, or what are you using to look at
Well, I've used them. I have all of them. But like, say the Vantage 3 is the most common thing that you see out there, right?
It's garbage.
Isn't it?
Garbage.
Yeah, because well, and then even my FICO 8s are like in the 800, like 820s. But I was wondering if there's anything that you could do to get me. I've never been able to get to the 850. The highest I got is in the 840s. I don't think it's
850 is darn
It's
near
impossible,
impossible.
huh?
But let me
Yeah.
tell you a secret. That credit score overall is it's a sham. And what I mean by that is this. I've seen people with an 800 get declined for certain things. And reason being is you can have 3 open accounts, right, and have an 800 credit score.
Yeah.
That does not mean somebody's going to lend to you because you only have 3 accounts. So they still
Yeah.
have a thin profile.
Yeah,
So
like I
what
have
I would
a big like 20 something accounts on, almost 30 on my history, and you know, I actually have one thing that is on one of them. I'll fight it, right? It's a fraud thing. I fight it, I get it off, and then I pop back into the 820, mid 820s, and then all of a sudden it'll come back on, and then it'll drop like 50, 60 points, except for fucking what is it? Is it Experian is the one that's not on Credit Karma, right?
Yeah, that
is
one's Equifax and TransUnion.
Yeah. So the Experian one, though, like when that thing comes on that one, it hits me for like 120 points, and it'll knock me down to like the low 700s, and then I'll get it off, and then boom, I'm back up to like in the 820s, 830s, and then it'll come and like it's like this freaking yo-yo thing where I'll get it off, I'll fight it, and then like when I bought my Corvette, all of a sudden it popped back up on these things, and like I was like, what the fuck set it off to make it? Like I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out ways that I can combat it. Like even if this thing goes up on, if there's anything else I can do to make mine higher. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I'd have to see your reports in order to give you proper guidance. Otherwise, it's like me shooting in the dark.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I've got like most of the stuff I've got pretty good already on like medium to high scoring and on all the different categories. I want. Have you ever seen an 850? I think it's impossible.
It is impossible. That is the limit for a FICO 8. Vantage 3 is a little bit different and goes higher, but
goes to 900 or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, but their weight, like you can have an 800 on Vantage 3, you'll log into your FICO and it could be down at a 720. Like they're calculated way differently, and as far as a bank is involved, they will not even look at a Vantage 3 score. They always go off FICO 8.
Yeah, the FICO 8s. Yeah, which the FICOs, most of them, because there's like so many too that I see. Like there's like FICO CAR 5 and like CAR 3 or whatever the numbers are.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, dude. And all of mine are pretty good, except for right now, like I've got that stupid thing on it again that I'm contesting, and then once it gets off, it's going to shoot back up. It's So
Get
annoying.
a hold of me and send me what that is so I can kind of see what it is. I might be able to give you some guidance there, because if it is debt that is being resold and then re-added to your report, that is technically illegal according to consumer law.
It's the same. It's always the same creditor's name on there. And what it is I had this landlord that they actually, I was trying to get a class action lawsuit and everybody else backed out because they're pussies. What they do is they waited. They never sent me my deposit. I mean, I had pictures, everything. Place was better, and I got it. 2 years almost to the day, because then I couldn't fight it against the Better Business Bureau and all these other things. This is like their MO. I came to find out. All of a sudden, I had this hit on my credit. What the fuck? For exactly how much my rent was, even though technically they owed me like $1,400 and I had just blown it off. So then I keep fighting it, and then I'll fight it and I'll tell what happened, and it goes away because this company has a history of this shit. And then let me turn this shit off so it looks a little. But this company has a history of doing this shit, right? And then I got about 40 people together. All of them were like, oh, telling their stories, similar, some worse than mine, some better. And we were gonna all get together and go after them, because I told them, I was like, I don't care, take my $1,400-$1,500, but you fuck with a white man's good credit. Now I'm pissed because a lot of the people were like not white, you know. And they all went crazy. They started laughing. They were like, that's how to piss a white man off. I'm like, that's how you do it. Fuck with my credit. But they all backed out, dude. They all got scared and backed out and shit. And I had a lawyer fucking lined up. We had one of them already go on the TV and talk shit about them, but she still lived at the property. I didn't. So it was like this big long thing. So it's this fraud and it's thing, and it gets taken off as fraud, and then it pops back on at when I like do anything. Sometimes I could do something major, like when I just bought another car, I was worried it was going to pop back on to TransUnion and Equifax, you know, because right now it's off those. But unless maybe there's a way you could teach me, maybe I can get with you to figure out how to keep it from popping back on.
Yeah, we can look at it and kind of see. But if the bureaus are already aware that they're doing things like that, it should be rather easy for you to get it removed.
Okay. That's what I would think. I mean, as many times as I've fought it, like sometimes I might fight it like 9 times and they'll deny it. And then the 10th one, all of a sudden, boom, it's gone. And then I'm good for like a year, and then it'll pop back on. And maybe I have to dispute it once or twice and it pops back off. Is
it a new date every time?
No, it still has the old date too, from like 5 years ago, whatever.
Okay, so after 7 years, that should stop happening.
Oh yeah, after
they
7,
should not be doing that.
Yeah, after 7, I know if they don't, I'll send the paperwork directly to them, because I don't want to even send anything to them because I don't want to even acknowledge it, because I know there's shit you could send that basically tells them I'm not in business with you, go fuck yourself. You know, and they have to get rid of it. And I mean, that's they in a smarter way of saying it, you know what I mean? But but I don't even want to pay them any attention because it's been this long, and I get it taken off every so often that I figured I'll just wait the 7 years. If I'm dealing with this for like 2 more years, I'll just deal with it. But I'll get with you. Are you in our Telegram?
I am.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Hey, Trey, what was the name of that site that I set up the LLC on? I can't remember.
Zen Business.
Zen
should have been Zen Business.
Yeah, Zen
We
Business.
love Zen Business. Hey, Chris, we have a request for the link popping up in the chat. I think Charlie posted it. If you want to put that up in there.
Yeah, I posted the link in the chat, Chris.
Yeah, cool. Right on.
Yep.
So yeah, you can dish that out to anyone that wants it.
Yeah, we have a really nice website, guys. You can go on there, grandrisingfinancial.com. There's a button on there called, once you get in and fill out in all your information to submit your credit report, you can upload it right on the link that is provided in the chat. So, once you get in there, Trey and our team can reach out to you. If there's a whole process on how to get your full 3-bureau credit report, and this is what we reference to be able to tell what type of state your credit is in and whether or not we need to do work. So that's the kind of first step of all this, guys, is being able to use that link that's going to be popping up for us there. And that's the gateway into this whole system.
The best way for you guys to get that link is to either reach out to Charlie or Chris.
Yeah, Charlie had posted
everyone
it in the private chat, and I think Chris is going to post it up for us here.
Yep.
We have
do you mean in the Telegram group, Trey? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, they can talk to me in the Telegram group. That's not a big deal. I just meant like as far as like getting in with me and into our system. If they contact you guys, it's easier for us to keep track of everybody.
Yeah, cool.
Because I have a bunch of leads coming in, so I need to be able to keep track of everyone.
Yeah, we have to recognize that there's hundreds of people coming through this process every week, guys, because this is catching on fire in terms of the ability to use it. So we're just getting, transparently speaking, very busy. So the best way to do that is going to be to get your name into the system so that you don't have to worry about getting lost in communication or somebody not getting back to you. Transparently, we want to get back to you, but we can't keep track of anybody that doesn't go through the link that was provided here. So if you're interested in speaking with us and getting into our system so that we can get this ball rolling, you can put your name and information down in that link. We have a question that came through that says, if it's a credit card, can we get the business line of credit with? Can you assist with liquidating the said card?
We do assist with liquidating. Now, the way we go about all this, guys, is very strategic. When you're applying for these things, every bank has a different set of rules, okay? So you have to know each and every one of these rules in order to figure out how to go about this. I do have people that attempt this on their own, and they're not able to pull off what we are. We have strategic relationships inside of these banks, so you're not just doing an online application. We aren't one of those companies. I do know there's companies out there that do that. They charge you an exorbitant fee, 10 to 15%, and then all they're doing is filling out online applications. We do not do that. Everything we do is going to be through a representative of said banks, whether it be American Express, Umpqua, Bremer, whichever.
It's all large name banks then that you're working with, right?
Yep, tier 1 and tier 2.
Nice. That's good.
How do I know when this is done? Oh, okay. It's on there's a progress status here. I don't know.
We still have people asking for the link, Chris. It looks like.
I think he posted it in the Telegram.
In the chat.
Oh, in the Telegram. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the Telegram.
All right. Looks like it's in the Telegram. Mr. Herv.
I can post it out there.
Cool. I'm actually, guys, I'm going to hop off early tonight. It's my birthday, and I got some dinner waiting for me, but it was a pleasure being with all y'all, and I'm sure Eric and Charlie and Trey and all you guys can field the rest of the questions and continue the live stream. Good to see everybody.
Bro. Enjoy your dinner, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, guys.
Later, brother.
Take it easy, Brian. Have a good one.
Yeah. Bye, guys. So Trey, it says they found an error on their end and they're just fixing it. Is that just normal?
For what?
For my formation, it says accuracy check fixing issues started on October 28th. It says we caught an error on our end. We're connecting or correcting this now. We'll let you know when your formation is back on track. That's on the 28th.
Yep, that's on them. I would actually reach out to them tomorrow and see what's going on there.
Okay.
That's through Zen Business, right? That's
through Zen Business.
Yeah. Okay.
Their customer service is really good. So you should be able to go to their website, and they should have a contact us either at the bottom or I believe the top right.
Top right. I'll get help.
Yeah, you could probably do it under there too, and just ask how to contact them.
Okay.
I don't like doing emails when I'm dealing with business. I want to be on a phone or a Zoom call, so I normally, give me a phone number.
I'm just gonna send a little message here.
And are we talking about Crown Global tonight?
We're not supposed to mention.
Yeah, we can. Shit's working.
What do you say, Eric?
Yeah, call it the private hedge fund. We can't. We're not.
Oh yeah, the private hedge fund.
Yes.
Private hedge fund.
Private hedge fund.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to take it away, Eric?
Oh, we're not recording this, are we? So we can't really talk a lot about it. We can mention
live recording.
It's live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and everywhere else. So yeah, it's out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
On the news.
We're broadcasting live to the White House right now.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
So this private hedge fund, it trades gold versus the U.S. dollar. The CFO was a forensic accountant for the CRA. So he's basically that's Canadian IRS. So he has structured this company to be protected from regulators. It is a friends and family type club, so it's very exclusive and private. You're not going to see it marketed online, and they pay over for compliance reasons. I got to say, I'm just going to give you the general number. It's over 20%, right? And they're for compliance reasons. I got to say up and over 20%. But every month that I've been involved since April, they've met that, no issues. So it does have a buy-in price of around $30,000 to get involved with it. And I don't know if there's any questions here. I can go on and talk about this. All I can say is this is the best thing that I have found in my 10 years. I mean, Chris.
Yeah, it's one of. I've been in crypto 5 years, and this is one of the best opportunities I've seen. So
yeah, and this is just so everybody knows the natural process of this whole procedure is to what most people are doing is getting with Trey. He's then either doing credit repair or taking them through the process of doing the business line of credit. Then once they get liquidated, then they can actually start to invest in various different things. This is just one of them. Obviously, you can decide whatever it is that you want to invest in. Somebody, I think, said a couple of weeks ago they're going to invest in Hex, which is a really bad idea. So I definitely choose this over Hex any day of the week. Very, very reliable.
Yeah.
We can't say too much about it just for compliance reasons, as Eric said. Yeah,
it's badass. I'm in it. I've been in it a couple months. It's fucking badass. So.
Yeah, it's a private club. We're all in it, and you're not. And to get in, you have to be invited.
Yeah.
So, which sounds like some kind of cult, doesn't it? Really, but
So,
money.
Slick wants to know if you can go in with more than 27K, say 50.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually have somebody coming in with a couple million. So
yeah.
Wow. That is.
Yeah. So the sky's the limit, really. Well, there is a limit on this. Can we talk about the limit of the limit of the hedge fund, Eric?
I guess we don't go into specifics about it.
Yeah, but just ballpark.
Yeah, ballpark. So the ballpark is about 1 billion, and they're about right now. The fund is around 150 million, between 150.
I see what it is. I got an email that I need to change my email because it gets buried in spam. But apparently the business name that I use is already being used. But I looked it up on their search thing and it didn't find it. So okay, well that sucks.
They'll just come up with something. There's got to be something simple we can do.
Right.
Or I'll get with you and we'll come up with a couple of quick business names.
Okay.
So yeah. So
keep it clean.
So the fund right now, again, is around 150 to 175 million, and they're right now is at the top of it is about 1 billion. So there's still room, but once they reach that point, they're going to close it off and where you're set at. So if you're, if you have, $200,000 in there, then you're going to be roughly making about 20% a month, and that's where you're going to be at.
So do you guys have anything else that you guys are doing aside from this one?
We do have another one. That one is just opened up, and that's been going on for a couple months. That one's been doing 30% a month, and it's related to this one, the mentors that brought me in to this private hedge fund started their own, and this is the one that that they've started, and they manage about 30 billion in trading volume a month. This trader is an algorithmic trader. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So again, I can't go into
deposit tonight, guys. So you guys should make yours as well. Listening out there.
Absolutely, that one is going to close very soon. There's a phase 1 and phase 2.
8 days left. 8 days left.
8 days, left. That's right. Who was that talking?
That's me right here, Dave.
All right, cool. All right, man.
Guys, it's really crypto, but yeah.
Very good, very good. So, did you jump in as well, Chris? BlackSheep. Is it like bad manners to call you Chris in your own live stream?
No, it's fine. Call me whatever.
Okay, bitch.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Call me shitbag. I don't care. What was the question?
Did you jump into the other hedge fund?
No, I'm gonna get in there this week before it closes for 6.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Different trader? Totally different group?
It's a totally different trader. Yeah. He's out of Australia, and they do about 30 billion in trading volume a month. So they're
what does he trade?
He trades everything. He trades indices, commodities, everything, and he's an algorithmic trader. So he's got these AI programs that he runs and manages, and this is what I like about it is you can sign up for free. You can go into the back office and you can watch the videos. You can see his trading room. You will be blown away by just by his market analysis, his business acumen.
So before you put any money in, he shows you like, look, here it is.
He walks you around the office, everything. It's pretty insane.
Yes.
Yeah, you can set up a free account. I mean, Chris, when you get funded, then you can give everyone your affiliate link.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to come and steal all of your leads from your group.
I'm dropping mine in the chat tonight. Everybody, pay attention.
Fuck you. Your shit will get muted.
Yeah.
And with all these earnings, you're going to need an Ultimo card, everybody.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Tell them about your thing, though. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Ultimo. Yeah, it's basically we're an off-ramp solution for crypto. Off-ramp into your very own bank account. We bank with a very well-known bank in the Asian countries, in the sovereign nation, sovereign bank. Offshore banking at its finest. You can basically off-ramp your crypto, no limits. Really, I mean, $20,000 a day cash withdrawals out of ATMs. If you can find an ATM that'll spit out that amount of money, you can on-ramp or you can off-ramp and load your card. $20,000 a day, it'll be on the card in the same day. Anything above that, you got $1 million, billion in your account. You want to off-ramp it 48 to 72 hours. So that's it in a nutshell.
Oh, man. How much is $1 million billion? That sounds like a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I forgot the million or billion.
$1 million billion.
Yeah.
That's
cool,
cool,
man.
man.
That's the kind of money he's hoping for.
Yeah, exactly. Any day of the week.
Sounds like a little kid. $1 million, billion, zillion dollars.
Yep.
I'll take
it. We need a Dr. Evil little thing popping up right now.
It's really cool because it doesn't limit you like all these other cards out there, right? It's not a third-party Visa. You're literally getting your own bank account in a country that, it's. We believe that banking should be private between you and your bank, and that's what you're getting with Ultimo.
Absolutely. So obviously you still have to pay tax and everything on your crypto.
Yeah, Ultimo provides a service. It's up to every individual to use that service in a responsible manner, right?
Yeah.
But knowing that you are very private.
Right. Okay.
$1 million.
Yeah, things like that, Charlie, we prefer not to talk about. Are being recorded. Hey, avoid your taxes doing this. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I didn't say avoid taxes. I said you still have to pay your taxes on the quick turn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say those secrets are an offline conversation.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't pay any tax, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, you got to. It's up to everybody to be responsible, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Be responsible, kids.
Be responsible.
Don't say no to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
No
to drugs.
Okay, hey Trey. While we were talking, I just did the TransUnion and I got all three, and my Experian, everything on my Experian is on it now.
Oh, you did get it.
Yeah. So how do I send this to you?
Do it through my email. I sent you all my info on Telegram, and I sent you a text.
Yeah, no, I have
yesterday.
your emails. I mean, do I have just attach this, or do I have to turn it into a PDF file?
You're gonna want to do it in a PDF and then attach it to an email.
Okay, how do you do it? I'm on the site. I'm on it right now. How do I do a PDF?
You're on the Experian website?
No, I'm on the TransUnion website.
Okay, if you're on TransUnion, you're gonna need to go up your. I'm trying to remember. Were you Microsoft or were you MacBook?
Microsoft, yeah.
Microsoft.
Charlie, you see that from your wife?
Oh, she said she wants that card, right?
Right,
Okay,
so
my wife
what
wants
do
the
I
card.
I recognize him. Oh, that's his wife.
Hey, Shane, hang on a second, all right?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Once my wife gets, okay, so I need one ASAP.
Trey, what do I do now?
You're gonna want to hit Control P, go over to print, right? So Control P, and you should be able to hit the drop down, save it as a PDF.
Okay.
I normally have everyone do it from the Experian website. It's a heck of a lot easier, but you're having issues there. So I may need to hop on a Zoom call with you and guide you through that. Just you and I. It'd be easier.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, my wife's standing here. She can help me.
Okay.
She knows how to do this stuff. Where it says PDF. Oh, it doesn't say
Just
PDF.
a minute. You gotta go up and check it right there.
Oh, save it a PDF.
I know how to do it.
Okay.
Hey, you better listen.
Hold on. Don't say anything. What we can do is you hit print, and then we're gonna save it to your desktop.
Yeah, but did it print?
Mike, we're gonna save it to your desktop as a PDF document. What is this thing? What do you want to name it?
Just me.
We'll type me in.
I don't know how Mike made it to 72 without his wife for like his whole
shut
life.
up, Shane.
Now go to your desktop, and that's where it's at.
Hey, that's complimenting your wife, Mike.
So how do you send him a file?
I have his email.
Okay, so get to your email.
I know. All right, here.
Compose your email.
See if it's here.
It's right there. Just go to your email.
I know. I don't.
Sent out the Furio air job, guys. Is $1,831 today. Sorry for the wait.
Let's go.
Look, see, this is what happened.
Hey, Shane, you got any mashed potatoes and biscuits?
I've been waiting for Morpheus to notice.
We like them snack.
How do you do that? How do you do that? I'm on like the desktop version. Do you need the app or something?
Yeah, that's the what's it called? Snap camera.
All right. Is it a plugin or something for this?
It works with
like
anything, dude.
It picks up your camera and you just select it as your camera.
Man, I need to make a hotkey for this one so that way when Morpheus, when I look at that little fella there dancing around. Look at him. just dabbing away.
Have we got any more questions coming through?
No, but your wife
some
says,
of us, it's after 1 a.m. in the morning. So
your wife says men and administrative work do not go together, and I agree. That's some of the stuff I don't like doing.
Sean Connery says your wife loved me much more than you last night. Same with your mother.
With that voice, I'm not surprised.
Of course, I'm Sean Connery. What do you expect? I was 007 and fucking your mother before you were alive.
That must mean I'm fucking, 008 then, surely.
Hey, Black Sheep.
What up?
Is it time to play where we cornhole you?
Oh yeah.
He's like, not right now. We're supposed to be serious. Yeah, we never should have learned about these filters, though, guys. The show got way more immature after we did.
Right.
Hey, you
No,
want
but-
to explain Furio to me a little bit?
Yeah.
While we're
I
in the
mean,
dead zone for a minute.
Before you
yeah,
get
it's basically it's an ROI platform that basically they have the price locked, so you don't have these big pumps and dumps and shit. It just has the price locked at $5.50. Anything you
As low
put
as
in,
$4.50 though, it can go.
You basically make anywhere from 0.5% all the way up to 2.5%, but it depends on how many times you compound, how many times you claim, that kind of thing. I've already maxed out one account, and it's basically it's paying me like $400 a day or something like that right now, and it'll pay that for 2 years or as long as the thing keeps printing. You know, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's just it's a Ponzi, but it's a very, very sustainable one. Like drip, we made money on that since like April of last year. It's still paying me like $1,500 a day, from like last April. So these are things you kind of want to get in early on, which I still think we still have a lot of time on this.
I did too on Furio.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in it too are all getting second accounts and third accounts because they already see the value in it. Like I just started my second account. And my first account will be maxed out in like 42 days or something.
Nice. Is that something you're in,
62 days.
Charlie?
No, Charlie never been getting this one yet, I don't think.
Furio? No, I'm not in
it.
Furio yet. I'm going to get in, though.
Yeah, I told him about it.
I'm going to get
It's
in.
good. Just another income stream,
Yeah.
And they have a lot of things that the current whales don't care for because it kind of changed their gameplay. But they've implemented a bunch of small things that are just to make it more sustainable. Like, for example, you can't sell more than 250 of the fur token a day, which would mean that you could, as a maxed out account, you could go 2 days without selling off your Furio and not worry about it, as opposed to if you waited till day 3, you're only going to be able to sell the 2 days out of the 3 days worth that you're holding, which when you first max your account out, I guess it takes a little while now to be able to sell all that fur, and that's what one of our big whales was crying about, which I understand though. I get it. I get why he was upset. Because what is it, like 13 grand-ish you get paid out that first week or so when you max out before you hit the 0.5%?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, that's right. You can I don't know. I hit mine instantly, so I don't know what that was all about.
Well, it's because you claim that first one at 2.5, and then you claim the next one at one. The next three.
The next few,
the next 3 at 1.75.
And then you get your next ones at one. You don't go down to the 1.25, right? Then it goes right to the half, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I went straight to half from my 1 point, whatever the fuck it was. 1. I was at 1.
I think so.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, when you're at
if you're above 1, maybe it's different.
When you're at 2.5, yeah, because you like that your
first.
That's
right. Yeah, that's right.
Your first claim day, you're claiming that 2.5% of a maxed out.
Yep.
So yeah, crazy. I mean, when you hear the numbers, so I mean, I understand why they did it too, for sustainability reasons. So that way, it's there for all. Hopefully for each of us as we hit our maxed account. But I understand why who threw a fit too. Yeah, because
that actually changed my strategy though, Shane. It really did. Like I'm almost to max, so I'm actually tomorrow I'm gonna claim because I'll miss a little well tax, plus I won't be able to sell it all anyway when I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you at 2.5 right now?
What's that?
Are you at 2.5 right now?
I'm at 2.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll claim 4 times this week and stay at 1.75. And it only extends my days to max wallet by like 8 days.
Okay. Not bad. I was wondering gameplay like that too, like as you get close, like right before you max out, maybe a couple days or something before, do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That way I don't get that big well tax either on some of it, you know?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's true too. Yep.
So how do I get this card, Dave? Is there a website or something, or should I contact you in Telegram?
Yeah, I'll tag you in Telegram and I'll send you the link to the channel.
Yeah, no
You know
worries.
who he is in Telegram, right? Yoda Skills.
Yeah. And I'm DS Crypto in Telegram, so.
Yeah,
All
he's
right,
a guy
cool,
with he's a queer with a San Francisco 49ers hat in his picture. Can't miss it.
Hey, how does that card compare to Club Swan? Are you familiar with Club Swan?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. I'm interested in some information on that, but Club Swan is a bank in Canada, and you can, and I think it's very similar. But if you look them up, you can probably see the comparisons.
Were they out of Canada?
I think they're out of Canada.
I thought they were offshore.
So here's a little bit of a difference though. A lot of those are part of the CRS, right? We're not.
What's CRS?
It's like the IRS, but it's Canada.
Okay. So it's the fucking Canadian crooks, eh?
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna check this up. Brian got the card. Let me take a look.
Right.
Who was doing the Sean Connery impression anyway? Who was that?
That was Shane.
That was me, Shane.
That was Shane.
Fucking hell, dude. What, can you do any others?
I don't know. I can sometimes. I just have to.
Is that a one-trick pony?
The Sean Connery one's easy because I got the little filter too to look like him.
You should dress up like Johnny Bravo and do the monkey on camera.
Like Charlie's gonna get cornholed now.
Nice. Yeah, I can feel that too.
Yeah, and then I like to remind everyone watching, yes, we are middle-aged men.
Just gradually regressing.
Yeah, basically.
You hit 40 and then you just regress, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
They're headquartered in the UK, but I thought the bank was out of Canada. I'll have to talk to Brian because he got the card.
They're still part of the CRS.
Let's see. So yesterday, which would be today's winner, didn't want. I forget who it was, but he didn't want. He's
Brandon Papa.
Yeah, that guy. So today's winner was.
Is that
so
sheep?
far, huh?
Is that sheep? Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah. I know, right?
We're going fucking mountain climbing.
Yeah,
You know
looks
how-
like the. Looks like the winner so far today is this guy, $54. So he gets, if nobody beats $54, which I'm sure they will, they'll get $100.
You know how embarrassing it is to be part of a team with a chart like that? That's why I have to wear this filter. Smoke all this weed. I don't want you to know what I really look like.
About to do another buyback.
You got a sheep filter?
Oh yeah,
You dress
Black
up
Sheep,
as a
no,
goat?
Black Sheep filter.
Yeah, I do.
That's
It's,
usually the one I cornhole him with when I get this guy, and then I cornhole him. Yeah.
That's great.
Ready, Black Sheep? You ready for your cornholing?
Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it.
Get it, Blacksheep, get it! Get it, Blacksheep, yeah! Yeah! Give it to me, baby!
Hey, so the first day that we had all these filters, right? So, like the whole day, we were filters, voices for like 3 hours. And one of our guys' wives apparently caught it, and she's like, these are the guys you trust your money with. And he's like, yep. Oh, but I mean, it was a new toy.
Yeah.
There's have you guys heard of the you know in the UK it's comprised of like different countries, right? Have you guys heard of Wales before? A country called
Wales.
In Wales we call them sheep shaggers, right? So basically they have sex with sheep. And the reason why we call them that is because like in the medieval times, they used to go across the border into England and steal sheep. And it was illegal to steal sheep. So you basically the penalty was death. So what they used to do is when they got caught with a sheep, rather than saying they were stealing the sheep, which was illegal, they would say that they were going to have sex with the sheep, which wasn't illegal at the time. So
that was what the Welsh would do?
That's what the Welsh would do. So that's why we call them sheep shaggers.
In the Midwest, we got goat ropers.
My mom's British, so my mom's from Luton, but she's been in America most of her life.
Ah, right. Yeah. I know Luton, yeah.
And I dated a girl from shithole Hull.
Hull,
yeah.
Oh, their accents are brutal in Hull.
Oh, man. You could barely understand her. Sometimes I'd be like, text me. I can't understand what the fuck you're... She would text me the word, instead of like she'd say fuck, it'd be F-O-O-K. Fucker, F-O-O-K-E-R. And I'd be like, spell it the right fucking way. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't want to read your accent.
So I accidentally sent the money to Polygon again. So
it's gonna take a minute. Smoke some more DMT, Black Sheep.
Because I didn't have Donnie on here to remind me.
Right, fellas, it's late for me. I'm going to bounce and go to bed because it's
all right, cool, man.
All right, Charlie.
Cool.
Nice to see everybody. If anyone needs me, Yoda Skills on Telegram, and I'll help you out and get you guys into the finance and shit. All right.
For Furio, nice.
Cool.
Take it easy.
Hell yeah, later, bro.
Later, Charlie.
Later,
we
bro.
got four Furio airdrop today. Hell yeah. Right on.
All right, now the guy with the stuffy accent's gone. Now we can get crazy. So Trey, are you pretty heavily into crypto yourself?
I have dabbled in it before, but as far as like the last couple of years, I'm pretty new to what's going on. So I'm working on learning it. Mr. Black Sheep there told me to hit him up if I have questions, and he'd be my guide. So I'm looking forward to diving into your guys' stuff. I'm gonna start hopping on every day.
Dope.
I know right now the crypto space is kind of wicked.
Yeah, you just get in the best place to be is in the Telegram, like VC. That's where we're always just bullshitting about everything, you know.
Yeah, I was in there the other day. They were talking about fucking Kanye or something, and I'm like, but what we don't realize, fellas, is Conway did not get the short end of the stick. If you think about it, now he owns Easy straight up,
right?
So yeah, he took a hard loss right now, but now he owns it 100%. So who really lost? You know what I mean?
Somebody
they're talking about
a
quarter of $1 billion a quarter is what they'll lose.
Right.
In sales.
Somebody will make his shit for him, dude. Those ugly ass shoes.
I couldn't believe it. The first time I was like, dude, it's a Nerf football. Who the fuck wants to wear that?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, what the fuck? Dude, we were in Vegas. $500 a pair, not for those things. And I was like, what? And I seen a guy wearing it at the airport like a month ago. And the wife was like, look, the guy's wearing the ugly wannabe fucking Yeezy Croc things. Like a Nerf football. It looks like a Nerf football from like the 80s or 90s, dude.
Yeah, like I don't even know how that's a style, but half the stuff people wear today, I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
For what?
Right.
I always
$500 pair of jeans. I mean, I could put $500 into some other stuff, and I'd much rather invest my money than do that crazy shit.
Yeah, my friends were like, "Oh, you were making all this money, and you're still wearing like, what are you wearing? Like $50, $100 jeans still?" I'm like, the ones I was wearing, I'm like, dude, these are $15 Walmart jeans, and they're like, what? I'm like, that's right, motherfucker, and they're comfortable as hell too. They couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, don't be. If you want to make money and keep money, if you don't go buy fucking $700 jeans.
Yeah, no. Most of the
They're
people
fucking-
doing that are actually broke, living on
Yeah.
like they're using their credit cards wrong, all sorts of shit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, now that I've built my credit so much, I try to use it as little as possible. Like when I do buy something, because I'll try and pay it off real quick, so that way it doesn't screw up all my other long-term credit. I'll try and shut down that newest one, like 4 months, and get it closed down and off there.
That's why the business lines of credit is essential, is because all the utilization from that doesn't show up on your personal credit. It only shows up on the business, so it keeps your personal credit clean, which makes this process repeatable. So
yeah, and see, I need to do an LLC. Like I had a sole proprietor, but obviously that was 100%,
don't do that.
That was on my credit. Yeah, my credit. But that was because I was doing Amazon FBA, and there was really no reason why I had to protect myself for what I was selling. I didn't need the protection, so I just did a sole proprietor just so I had, a business license.
Yeah, I like to keep business and personal separate, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it is smarter.
Well, there's so many tax plays, that you can take advantage of. Like a lot of people, just by renting your house from your business, like there's huge tax benefits to that. Same with like your vehicles and shit.
That's what somebody was telling me, because I've got a lot of vehicles. Like basically like how you rent on Turo, like you rent your vehicle to your company, like whatever someone would pay on Turo. If they'd pay, like my Beamer, they'd probably pay about $200 a day, and the Corvette probably about $300 a day, and then the truck another, I don't know, $150 a day maybe. Someone was telling me I could take all those numbers and basically use it as a write-off.
I got a beautiful passive income car play that maybe I'll talk about off air, because I don't want it to be super saturated. But
yeah, maybe, yeah, because I've got 4. If you don't count motorcycles, I got 4 vehicles currently, and if I could find fucking ways to make it fucking where they're not costing me,
yeah, turn it into an asset instead of a liability. Like
Yep.
that's my huge thing. If I can figure out how to make it make sense or money, there's no point in having it.
Yeah, like I know that's because that was what I've been thinking. Like, fuck, I should start an LLC and start renting my car to my fucking LLC.
Well, yeah, and the cool thing is if you're doing it properly, man, you can literally get your maintenance taken care of, all sorts of shit. It also depends on what type of cars you're using. But yeah, I can show you a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to that if you're interested in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've got a sports car, a luxury car, a truck, and an SUV.
I mean, knowledge, I like to bargain with or barter, I guess. So if it's a service, obviously I can't really do a whole lot of bartering. But
yeah,
as far as knowledge, I will trade knowledge all day.
Same.
So.
Yeah, and also too, yeah, I was going to tell you, like, Black Sheep, if you have questions, you can't get a hold of him, myself or Donnie, our developer, you can always ask either of us too in the Telegram if you can't get a hold of Black Sheep about something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to hop on the sheep. I got a huge chunk of money coming. I'm about to hop in. So.
Hell yeah, cool, man.
I just got in on Drip, like a month and a half ago? I wish I'd have known you guys 2 years ago.
Shit, well, at least you got in a month and a half ago and not like 6 months ago when it was like $195 or whatever it was.
Nice.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
hopefully it takes off a little bit more, but I'm waiting for them to come out with all their updates and all that crap.
Yeah. Like Mr. Big, how much did your buddy when he got in? Was it like 140 then? Like your buddy who came on the stream with you?
What's that?
When he got into Drip, what was it at then? About $140 or something?
Holy fuck.
But he understood
Hey, Trey, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, brother.
Okay, I think I have it where I can print it out
He
now.
couldn't. He was just on a screen that wasn't printable. It didn't work. So we're just went through to the chat. So now he's trying to get his report.
Now, you couldn't pull them from Experian.com using the guide that I sent you?
No, you know, but remember when I went to Experian?
Well, he's in TransUnion, so you can see all of them.
Okay, so he's looking at all of them in TransUnion,
Yeah,
but they
that's
won't
what
let him print it off?
when I came in here, I have no idea what he's doing.
He doesn't know what he's doing, Dan.
Yes, I do. Just be quiet.
We're just teasing you, Mike. Come on.
I know. I just want to
He
get
gets
this done,
easily
okay?
frustrated 'cause
I'm just
he's
trying to get this
hard.
done. It's a bunch of fucking shit, Shane, okay?
I don't understand.
Especially when you call up a credit union place and they say, you don't have any credit,
Okay, Mike, is that what he needs?
I guess.
Okay.
Print.
Mike,
Okay,
could
now
you
I gotta-
imagine? Mike's
now I
head was
gotta
probably about
attach
to
this
pop.
to you, I guess.
Mike, was your head about to pop when they try to tell you you had no credit?
No, I have credit on the other two. It
Okay,
just
see?
No, I know you do. But did you start cussing and screaming at them and shit?
No, I didn't scream at the lady. I just asked her a bunch of questions. I said, how could I have 40 years of credit and then all of a sudden
They
it's all
have his
done?
birthday is 00 for the
They
year.
got my birthday is 1150, and that's not right. But the other two.
Oh, okay. So Experian has the wrong personal information for you.
No,
You
just my
probably-
birthday. Everything else is the same. You think that's why nothing is showing up?
I do.
Okay.
And I would let them know that there's a huge discrepancy, and the report that they're pulling for you is the wrong person because they don't have proper information on you.
Exactly. So I'm going to call them tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, so you need to tell them to update that because that could be your
Yeah.
issue.
I know this.
That's,
I
he
don't
doesn't
know.
want that.
I don't know what's going on.
Here, let me see.
Well, that's
It's all right. I can hop on a Zoom with you tomorrow, bro, and we can go
Okay.
over everything.
I'm gonna try and help one more time here. Go back. No, not that.
Here's the report.
Go
okay?
back to what people know.
I'll be right back.
Mike, it's because your files are too old, bro. They're
Well, they transferred
they
shit
go to
to
like the
digital.
archives.
Right? They couldn't. They didn't have a microfiche reader. The little girl in there, their little micro. They're like, oh, we can't get this to digital. We can't read this shit. Some stone tablets. Maybe that's what it is. They dropped his stone tablets when they were trying to transfer to digital, and they were like, oh shit.
Shit. Forgot to get her food from the office.
Oh shoot. Did they already closed?
Yeah. So I'll just have to grab it in the morning.
So who's the main crew, Crypto? Mr. Black Sheep. Who's your main crew, Black Sheep?
Shane, Rhino's not in here, but Shane, Rhino, JP, and Mad Dog. There we go. There's the money.
The rest are just too cool. They don't want to be seen in public with us anymore.
Well, for the last 2 weeks, it's been a big buff guy and a sheep and a corn on the screen. That never
Okay,
gets
so
Y'all about drip? Y'all about some drip?
So Crispy, you are correct. You want to do certified mail or fax for paper trail? Yes. The only thing is at times, right? If you have like a late payment or anything of that nature from a creditor, it is a hell of a lot easier for you to just call them and let them know, hey, look, I'm about to get a loan. This late payment is holding me back. If you've been a customer of theirs for quite some time, a lot of times they'll just take it off for you. That avoids going through credit repair or anything like that. I don't like to charge for credit repair if it's something that I can simply guide you through and it's just a little bit of action on your part. So a lot of times just a phone call helps.
Oh shit!
Nice.
What's going on, Richard?
Hello.
Hey, I need
How
to
you
put on my
doing?
Manfred fucking.
Great.
I gotta put on my Manfred filter now.
Good shit.
I've been waiting for you to come on for so long so I can put on my Manfred filter, man. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You think you're like look right now? You're looking at if it was darker, you'd be looking into the mirror right now, huh? All the smoke, oh, man. I'm so high and drunk. Turn on your camera, man. You're probably wearing your silly hat right now.
I'm not. But I am smoking a bowl. Where's my mute?
Yeah, man.
It's like, hold up, I'm about to cough.
None of you guys even noticed I cut off my fucking big, blue and red beard. Not one person noticed.
I just noticed now.
I know.
I think I looked you up on Facebook.
It when you had the Sean Connery. I noticed it when you had Sean Connery on your face. I noticed it.
Yeah, because it normally it was Sean Connery with a fucking red and blue beard like sticking out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is Sean Connery's face so fucking red, or is it just that I'm that white? I fucked your mother last night. Sean Connery here.
I'm definitely going to sign up on that link. You guys can probably help me.
Hey, Black Sheep, can I share my screen real quick so Trey can look at this thing?
Go ahead.
All right.
It's nothing in personal information, right, Mike?
It's just my credit reports, okay?
No. There's
show
personal information. Do not
Yeah, Mike,
share
that-
that on
The problem is, Trey, I got the page pulled up with all three.
Wait, let
reports.
me get my notebook first.
Yeah.
There's no personal information on there.
Yeah, go ahead and share it.
Can I talk, Trey?
There goes his credit
when
score.
I'm on the page and I do the right click and it says print, it won't let me print the whole thing. It just prints like the first page.
Hit Control P.
Yeah, I did do that.
Okay, is this something I can assist you with here shortly? Or
Yeah, you can if you want to do that. If you want to do a little Zoom real quick.
Yeah, I'll hop on a Zoom and help you. But yeah, definitely don't. Like, that's got your address on it. That has a lot of personal information. We do not want to do that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, no, you don't want to share that.
I don't understand why I can't print it. That's the problem. It's just weird.
Well, you got to remember that those sites, a lot of them have special things built in just because a lot of that information is supposed to be private. So,
yeah, okay. All right, yeah, if you could jump on and just show me how to do it, and I can just send it to you, and then we'll be all done. Now my wife knows I'm doing this, so we're good to go.
Hey, wouldn't be his first time I shared them.
I'm just hoping Trey will be able to get that 200,000 like I think I'll be able to get.
Well, we need to fix your Experian first because some of our lenders pull from there.
You think I should, if the whole report's there, it just has the wrong birthday. Should I start a dispute just on my birthday?
Oh, so they did get it fixed, so the whole report's showing now? It's just your
Yeah, the
birthday
whole
now?
report showing everything even on Experian. On all three. This report has all three, everything in there.
Okay. We should be all right then.
Okay.
But I'll hop on with you and I will go over it. If
Yeah,
nothing else, the other thing we can do is you can send me a link to TransUnion with your credentials. I will log in, and as soon as I'm done, you go ahead and change your password.
Okay.
We can do that as well.
I trust you with that password. It ain't going anywhere.
Well, I know, but then you can change it afterwards or whatever. I
Okay.
do that for people as well. So
that's fine.
And you don't have to. That's just something I request.
I
that way
understand.
If something goes wrong.
So, you can do it now or after you jump off here?
I'll do it after we're done messing around on here. if you're still up.
Well, I stay up till midnight, so.
Well, Mona, what's up, buddy? It's Wannabe Well.
Anyway, thanks for the help, Trey. I really.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, hey, Wannabe Well. Hey, buddy, what you been up to?
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to get that LLC yet until you said my credit report was good. Then I know we're good after that, right?
Yep.
And
I
then
just sold my drip and bought some sheep.
that other
Who are
thing
you going to hell?
the other thing you sent me with that information, should I fill all that out? Do I need to do that?
Mike's trying to talk, and we're all doing that.
I know.
Right. Yeah. Let me see your credit report, and then go ahead and fill all that out. But I'm going to teach you how to attach it on the inside.
That sounds good. All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I never heard of that one. Update your personal info via fax at all 3 bureaus, and a bunch of shit will fall off. I don't have a bunch of shit to fall off. I just have that one stupid thing that keeps coming back.
Yeah, if you actually want to take it a step further, Crispy, there's over 6 secondary bureaus, and that's actually where they pull all their information from. So when you dispute something, the main bureaus don't actually go and get the information themselves. They just contact the secondary bureaus, and that's where they're pulling all their information from.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you go through, like, credit repair, anything like that, that's one of the first steps that we do, as well as we change your addresses, because some people, you look at the credit report, and they got, like, a list of 15 addresses. Well, half your debt is probably attached to an old address. So if we can get those off, they have nothing to actually connect it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I need some help with that. I need some credit help.
This is one of our partners, by the way. This is Rhino.
Hey, another thing, Trey, when you look at when they have a chart on here where he says how you compare the national average, I'm in that A, the 27% on all 3 of the reports.
Nice.
So that's 780 or higher.
Yep. I actually had someone the other day, I was talking to him, and I was letting them know, like, the criteria to take advantage of this type of funding, and they're like, that disqualifies half of America. And I was like, okay, so you're just going to, like, loop yourself in with them and give up, or what? Like, only you can change your financial status. If you're not willing to take the steps, then don't waste my time either, please.
That's right. Exactly.
So, Trey, that form from the link, that gets us in contact with you first? Or how does that work? Okay.
Nope. That you'll fill out the form. It'll show up in our CRM, and then I will be reaching out to you.
Fine.
Normally, I will double check to make sure all your information is there, as well as, like, your credit reports, because I like to hop on a Zoom with everybody and break down their credit report right in front of them, so you understand what we're looking for. Because I like to educate you guys along the way as well. So it's not just you get your funding and here you go. Like, I want you to learn something along the way.
Cool. Yeah, the best I had gotten my credit score, the highest ever, I think it was 842. Like right now, 2 of them are in the 820s, and then the one that the fraud hit back on is in like the 700s. Which, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were continuing.
Well, I was gonna say, when I even talked, like, I went and tried to talk to the people who put this bullshit thing on me, like the old landlords, and they were even like, I was like, look at my credit score, look what you guys did to it. This is not cool. And he had the nerve to say, you still have a better credit score than most people. Trust me, I'm a landlord. And oh my God, I wanted to fucking bash his face in, dude. Like, really? You're gonna tell me that? Like, you fuck my credit. You only mark on my credit in over a decade. And is this dude.
That's crazy. Like, how can you say that? But yeah, like down here where I'm at in Florida, a lot of the luxury apartments and stuff like that, if you don't have at least a 700, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
In some of the lower class areas and stuff, like you're talking a 650, which a lot of people don't meet, and they will not let you rent from them.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Rent from
one
who?
thing. Just
Where's the
renting
link? Is the link in the Telegram?
What link?
The link
Yeah,
he's
it's in
talking
the
about.
Telegram. Yep, it's in the
Okay,
Telegram.
I'll find it.
It might be up there a little bit. Oh, here. No, it's in the private chat here too.
Okay.
Yo, Evan, what's up?
It's not in the private chat for me because I came in late.
Oh.
Sheep on a fucking moon mission, baby.
Hey, just copy that private chat, Shane, and repost it in the private chat. I'll get the link.
So do most of you guys, do any of you guys trade any other markets, or is it just crypto?
I do very minimal stock anymore because nothing has ever made me the kind of money like crypto has. Rhino has been dabbling in real estate, like both personal as well as commercial.
Nice. I was gonna say I do a lot of Forex. When I first learned about Forex, I was messing around with some crypto. I got burnt pretty bad, but the people I was following were like not good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty heavy into the stock market, Ray. I've been doing it since 2009.
Yeah, we've been in this game for a minute.
Yeah, I used to do a lot. I used to do not like Mike's been in a long time. I used to do more like day trading and swing trading until I got back in touch with BlackSheep and got into this group. And then it was like, fuck that. I was waking up at like 6:30 my time every morning, 6:20 to be ready at 6:30 for opening bell. You know what I mean? And then fucking do a bunch of trades. And then hopefully I can go back to sleep for a few hours, you know?
Yeah.
And it
The
was
lazy
just
man trading, Shane. I was getting up at 2 a.m, hit that pre-market pump.
Bro, I would pre-market it before I went to bed. That's the point, is I wasn't getting enough sleep. I would hit pre-market and I would see the way it was moving. So I kind of hopefully had an idea of what it was going to look like when I would wake up. And I wake up, like I'd set my alarm like 10, 12 minutes before opening, get up, I'd get on the phone with my buddy. The guy who sometimes is on here watching us, what does he calls himself? 335i twin turbo, Nick, because he's more of a stock market guy. We'd wake up and get on there, and he'd tell me what his moves were, and I'd pretty much follow him, and I'd win. And then I started doing it a little more on my own. He'd be like, "Stop bothering me, I'm sleeping." I'd be like, "No, get up, get up. The market's about to open." And I got sick of that shit, to be honest.
Would you do options or would you do straight stock?
I would do options. But I would also do just like just buying straight up, but just buying and selling. Just do quick like day trades on shit. But I
Covered
would
calls and shit too, or no?
I would usually do now I'd have to look. I would do it I can't forget the names of them now. I would do the puts, right? Where I put my shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would do a bunch of fucking puts and I'd make a bunch of fucking money on them, and then nobody would ever. Well, a couple of times I did have people call me on them when they expired, and I had to sell at a loss from current price, but it was still way up from where I paid for them. Because it was like easy. It was like easy passive income. 90% of the time, you don't get called when they expire because people are idiots and they make the wrong decision. Yeah. That's where I made most of my options money, doing it that way. What is that? That's a fucking put, right? I don't even remember. I have to look at all my fucking Thinker Swim.
I say I'm not huge on options.
That's a call.
They confuse me.
That's a call.
Selling calls, yeah.
No, yeah, puts where you're going against, huh? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Puts are negative.
Yeah,
because I always like options confuse the shit out of me because they got like alpha, gamma, all this.
It takes a lot.
All this shit.
I watched probably 30, 40 hours of YouTubers talking about it and go like class settings, sometimes going over it and over it, and I couldn't get it. And then one day, I watched something and it started clicking all of a sudden. I was like, holy shit! But you're right. It gets with all the decay and the delta and all that. It gets really confusing.
Well, and with puts, if you're trading, that way, that could be infinite loss if you go bad on that trade.
Yeah. I was doing what were they?
Honestly, that's what
Covered
happened
calls?
with
Is
all
that
the
no?
AMC and GameStop shit, right? They were shorting the stock, and all the traders came in and started pumping it, and they lost their asses.
Yeah, I bought in a bunch of that when it first started. I made out really good on that, but I was in some
I did
decent
too.
groups for
Yeah.
it. But
AMC
a lot of
GameStop
people
were the
lost
shit.
their tail.
Oh yeah, especially when they stopped the trading that day, people got wrecked.
Didn't they only stop it on like Robinhood and a few platforms, or was it the entire?
Robinhood, you don't actually own.
Yeah, you
anything.
don't own the stock.
No, I know. It's not most of these.
But yeah,
things
no,
you
it was more than just Robinhood. Yeah, for sure.
But that's the thing I kind of like about crypto is if it's in my wallet, it's mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I pretty much just do dividend paying stocks for the most part now. That because I don't have to and then I just reinvest because I don't have to worry. I don't have to wake up at fucking I don't have to watch 3 hours of videos tonight. So that way when I wake up at 6:30, I have an idea of what the CEO might be, how his shit might be coming out in the morning because of his lunch yesterday. I don't have to worry about that. I invest in a lot of dividend paying stocks. I get every week I get payouts. Like just the other day, I had like five company payouts on the same day. Not like it was a shit ton of money, but then I just reinvest it, and I just do that because for me, stock market's long term now. What I started there, I built like a nice chunk up much higher than where I started. I'm up like all time like 60%, but I'm down in the last year, probably 20-30%.
Oh, I believe it. Everything kind of took a dive. I had a nice short on US 30,
Damn.
which was nice.
This is my first red year ever in the stock market. I've only been going, doing stocks 5-6 years. I bet you Mr. Big's seen red years before, or no, Mr. Big, you said you started like 2009, right? That's about the time the stock market started to really rally again, wasn't it?
I got in March 29th, 2009. I called the market bottom at 66.45, and that next
so
day. So
you probably haven't even seen a red year until this year, huh?
If you look at the stock market from 1929, it's gone up 10% every year.
Yeah, that's what I always I always hear if you
people that say the stock market goes, you don't make any money. That's bullshit. You have to know how to work the system.
You got to have a lot of it too. That's the thing.
I jumped in with a guy who put a call on March next year at the S&P is going to be 4,500. He put in $30 million on that call. So I put $1,000 right with him. So I have a call that it'll expire in March of next year at 4,500 on the S&P.
I mean, yeah, $30 million. I couldn't fathom putting that on one trade.
So
that's just me.
the guy must know something to put that much money on a call. He'll make about I think he makes about $400 million if that goes through.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
About $500 million. Yeah.
Almost $500 million. But that includes his $30 million that he put in.
Dude, if I had that much money, I would just be handing away money. Like I do that now.
Right.
Like, for real. I do that now. Like I buy
club.
Hey Trey, you look at these hedge fund managers, they're dealing with trillions of dollars of people's money.
Oh yeah.
They don't even really have any clue on what money's worth. They spend $1 billion on a loss. That's no big deal. They'll just make it up somewhere else. I mean, it's unbelievable to fathom that kind of crap.
Right.
I mean, like instead of me handing out $100 Walmart gift cards, I would be handing out like, here's $1,000. Go do whatever.
Well, it's just like that. Those people that do that trading that internet trading where they know the call 1 second before anybody. I know there's a name for it. Those people do millions of dollars on pennies. You know, like a stock will go up a penny. They'll put $1 million on that call, and when it goes through, then they just do another one. And I don't know what it's called, but they get to see the trade 1 second before anybody else does. I think that's illegal.
Like an insider trading type thing.
It's not insider trading.
Well, they purchase extra data and stuff like that
Exactly.
though, as well.
But they're like 1 second ahead of you when you're putting in a call, and they can manipulate that call.
Oh,
don't they have
like,
more than that? Isn't it? I think it was my buddy who was teaching me about crypto. Nick, who comes on here sometime. I mean, about stocks, was telling me that something like, don't they have longer, like a 15 seconds or 15?
No. You're talking about milliseconds.
That's all they have ahead.
They're like computer bots that are set up to do all these trades. It's all done on a bot. There's not even any human interaction.
Dude, a lot of hedge funds are that way now nowadays too. It's all done electronically. Like there's not a human pressing button, nothing.
Well, just like my trades, I always put in my they execute. Well, I'm not even. I could be sleeping or doing something else. That way you don't miss that trade.
Like I use EAs and stuff in the Forex market. That so far, I mean, I'm doing really well with as far as like a funded account. I'm about to pass another challenge right now using an EA. So that's on a $300,000 account, and you keep 85% of that. So there's a lot of things out there. You just want to make sure that they're tested and true before you go hopping into them, especially when it comes to a bot.
Yeah, I've never done Forex trading. We have some guys that have done it, some guys that haven't, and it's either it's like either they made a shit ton of money or they got totally wrecked and tell everybody stay away.
It all depends on who's teaching you. Honestly, if you're a part of like a lot of these MLMs and stuff, you're just gonna get totally thrashed. The really good traders are never going to put themselves out there like that. You have to dig and search to find them. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be part of an MLM or nothing like that. And you're going to pay dearly for it. Like some of these people will charge you $15,000, $20,000 to learn from them. Yeah. But at the same note, you want to do your research on these people as well, because you never know if they're going to be taking your money.
Right. Yeah.
So have you guys ever had any run-ins with like Lathe Samara or any of those guys from like Minty Swap?
No.
You looked into that at all? No.
No.
I was just curious if you guys had ever heard of it or anything. But down here in like Miami and stuff, when they do all their huge crypto events, he's always down there. He's got a couple of huge cryptos that he is backed, and he's got a huge dev team and stuff for. Which what they're doing is kind of cool as far as like if you're into GameFi and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. They got some NFTs and stuff like that. But
are you down in Miami?
I'm actually up in Gainesville. I was down in Clearwater, which is a little closer to Miami, but I hated it down there.
Yeah.
And this is a college town, and it's still better than being down there right next to the water. There was a whole bunch of dumb stuff that went on there.
Yeah, I stay away from Miami.
Yeah, but where are you at? No, dude, aren't you like when you're down in Florida, aren't you like fucking Hurricane Central?
Yeah, Tavernier, just south of Key Largo.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, I like Gainesville. People leave me alone for the most part.
That's cool.
The hurricane blew over my mailbox. It's the only thing that got damaged.
That's it?
Yeah, and then the mail lady started telling everybody this was a vacant place because I was, it was only like 2 weeks between the hurricane and then me coming down here. So in that 2 weeks, they decided it was a vacant lot, and they stopped all my mail, and I had to do a whole bunch of things to get my mail back.
Damn, your house is that fucking jacked up and ugly in Florida that they thought it was vacant.
Well, no, I'm in the old Keys. I'm in with the with the Mexicans and Cubans, and yeah, I don't know, I don't care, you know.
They thought the white boy got taken away with the hurricane. They're like, finally, the neighborhood could go back.
No, man, this place is so quiet. I mean, aside from the trailer burning up across the street this morning, I mean, there's never. I posted a picture of it. Oh, but they got to it real quick. Nothing really burned down. But aside from that, man, I'm at a dead end. Ain't no one drive down my street. There's no noises. The neighbors will play like loud Mexican polka music, and I kind of enjoy it. But like at 9 o'clock, it shuts off, and you don't hear anything until 5 in the morning when they all get up and leave.
When do you go back to Pennsylvania? Do you have like set schedules, like certain months, or just as you feel like you go back and forth?
Just as I feel like. I mean, last year when I was taking care of the old pirate guy, I was back and forth every month. 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. But now, we drove down this time, and that was kind of cool. Like, we drove a day and hung out with our friends in Charlotte. Then we drove another day and hung out with some family around Orlando and then like Melbourne. And then we drove down to the Keys. So we'll probably fly up around Christmas, to the farm.
Hey, Trey, can I ask you a question real quick? My wife is standing there and she doesn't understand it. Would you explain to her why I have to get the LLC and tell her why it's a 0% loan?
Actually, you don't need to explain that to me. The line of credit is 0% till you take the money out, right?
No, it's actually 0% for 6 to 24 months, depending on the lender. Okay, so after that, if your 0% is starting to run out and you want to keep it at 0%, I can teach you how to roll it over even further. I have some clients that have done this for beyond 5 years.
Okay, thank you. I just because he said there's zero finance. I go, well, why would they loan you the money if they're not making money?
Because the bank plays the long game. Okay, so they are basically they're taking a bet on you that after the time is up, whether it be 6 months or 24, that you're still going to have a balance on there, and they're going to be able to hit you with the interest.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you, Trey.
You're welcome. So basically, we're just beating them at their own game.
Right. Yep, I like to beat them at their own games.
Well, the wealthy people have been doing this for years, and the amount of money that you have to pay for certain information is insane. Like, the average Joe is not going to be able to afford it, which is why I like to educate people on it as they go through our process.
It's crazy, dude, because that's the same thing with like offshore banking. People don't understand it. It's been around forever. It's just something that the rich, the famous, the wealthy business people have been using forever. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna get into some of that.
I've got a couple of cool things when it comes to offshore banking too, but I definitely want to get with you, Dave, and see what you got over there.
Yep,
hey Trey, one more question real quick.
Shoot.
Okay. About the fee, that the money I have to pay you once I get funded. Explain that to her so I didn't know.
It's an 8% performance fee. Okay, so it's on the back end. After you receive the funds, you will use the funds to pay. It's not out of pocket.
Okay.
Whereas a lot of places will charge you 10 to 15%. Otherwise, some places will even charge you up front without even knowing what you're going to receive. Okay. So that's why we do it on the
8% on whatever
monthly payout?
Whatever I get, or
no, it's a one-time fee.
Oh, okay.
And then the other thing I forgot to ask you, once you get funded, how do I pull the 27.5 out and give it to you guys? Do you do that yourself, or do I have to take it out?
You're not actually going to give it to me, okay? The money never enters my hands or my bank account or nothing like that. Now, our company, when we go to do a liquidation, right? what we will do is we will send you some invoices. The reason we do a liquidation, right, is because if you decide to do a cash advance, they're going to charge you, most of the time it's 5% on top of it. Now voids your 0% interest rate. Okay. So you could be paying anywhere from 20 to almost 30% on an interest rate on that. Now,
Oh, wow.
by doing a liquidation, you're still going to pay the 5%, but it stays at 0%.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, I will send you an invoice. When the money settles in our account, it's sent directly back to you, but it does not ever go personally into my account. Everything is in your name. I don't set up any accounts for you, nothing like that. So I don't have access to any of your funds legally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'll have either 6 months to 2 years to use that money if I want.
Correct. And I can teach you how to leverage it for a lot longer than that if that's something you want to do.
Okay, great.
So.
That answered a lot of questions. Thank you very much.
Of course. If you have a question, more than likely it went through somebody else's head too. So.
Mike will be 100 years old, still playing off of that same freaking loan.
Right.
Yeah, that's the other thing is it's not a loan. This is all going to be revolving credit. So I do have a lot of clients that are leveraging it for various investments. So what they're doing is they're basically adding fuel to the fire. So they'll start off with it at 0%. And by the time the 0% offer is up, what they're doing now is they're making enough money monthly that they're taking and cashing it out, the whole thing every month, putting it into the investment and then paying it off every month. So it becomes crazy because if you think about it, say I have $100,000 and I'm making 20% a month, right? And I can put that in every month and then pay it off. Say I'm making, we'll just say 50K a month and I'm making 20% on 100K, right? You can put that in there and you'll be able to pay it off in 2 months instead of however long. But once you build that up, it makes sense because if your payment isn't till the end of the month, right? You get to use their money for free and make extra money off of it and then pay it off at the end of the month and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So it's pretty lucrative. It just depends on how you go about it and what your investment plan is.
Now, when you go and pay it off and do it again, do you have to get another LLC or can you do it under the same LLC?
No, by doing what I'm talking about here, by using it and then paying it off at the end of the month, you are avoiding the interest rate because you're going to be at a zero balance. So you no longer are even worried about the 0% interest. All you're doing is infusing extra cash into it every month because you're using their money for free.
Okay. For the line of credit you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Like I have real estate investors that do it. There's all sorts.
Oh, you just pay it off and then yeah, because it's a line of credit. You're just paying it off and then they're.
So think of it like you're borrowing their money for 30 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you just rinse and repeat it, and it helps you grow your capital rather quickly.
And you can get bigger amounts each time too.
Yes, you can. You can reach out and get bigger amounts. I have clients that have gotten $500,000 in lines of credit from Chase. So you can, but the whole thing here and why we apply for so many different lines is it allows you to build relationships with many banks that maybe you didn't even know about. Because in business, we want to play the long game too, right? So if you develop these relationships now, it gives you options later.
Right. Dope.
Right. Yeah, because most people, at most, they might have a relationship with like one or two banks, maybe that they over their lifetime, I'd say.
Well, yeah, and then what happens is when they actually need to borrow money, they only have one option, so they could be getting stuck in the eye, and not even know it.
Yep. Like I've made it with good relationship with a few, like just from when I would finance, like back when I wasn't cash heavy, that's how I ended up building up my credit to like in that 800s because I was a broke motherfucker, and the only way I was ever gonna get ahead or buy anything is to have the best fucking possible credit I could. So that's why I built mine. And now that I have mine so high, like I don't even ever want to use it. I'm like I try anything I can do to not use it now.
Yeah,
Like,
if you leverage it for business credit, as long as you're using it for assets and you're not just, oh, I'm just gonna go buy a car just because I want it.
yeah. Oh no, I already have done that. I already have.
Like I don't use cash for anything, and the reason being is if I use, like, I have a couple of cards that give me 5% cash back. So think about it this way: if I was gonna pay all my bills in cash, my cash is gone, right?
Yeah.
So if I pay it on a credit card, not only do I get 5% cash back, but that allows me to utilize my money that I would have used for bills for an extra month.
Oh,
before I have to pay it off.
Yeah, I use my cashback cards and then I pay them off in full every month before the end of the month. And then I'll have the next, depending on how much money I spent, I'll have 20, 30, sometimes over $100 in credits there that the next month I apply it like halfway through the month, and then whatever's left over, I pay off. And I started doing that. And that also is what helped me build my credit. Cause I was like, why do I want to pay interest? I figured out how to game the system. Get paid to use their card is what
I need to
figured
eventually
out.
get some better credit cards because mine are just like generic.
Dude,
fucking,
start with if you can, the bank. So the one that I've got that's got like a $26,000 limit on that.
Where'd you
card,
get that one at?
I got that through the bank that I bank with, right? So whatever bank you
Okay.
bank with, try and get a card through them. And I've never asked for an increase. Like, I don't know, this one's maybe 8, 9 years old. It started out, if I remember, like $2,500, and now it's $20-something thousand. You know, and I never asked for.
Where I need to go then, because I just got them from the stupid, like, repair your credit shits because nobody else would approve me for anything.
Yeah,
no, I'll teach you how to build a relationship. When you're building your credit,
But
you want to actually.
it took my credit from like
union.
500 to like 800 almost. So
yeah, I used credit unions for a couple of loans, and they told me I've used 2 or 3 different two at least, and they told me anytime I ever need a loan, call them first, and they'll see if they could beat whatever, like for car or motorcycle. I've had that.
Because in the beginning, what you actually want to do is you want to open up a couple of credit union accounts and leave like $500 in there, okay, for like a month or two, and then call them back and try and get them to set up a pledge loan with you. So what happens is they'll take your $500 and then will give you a $500 loan. You take 90% of that 500, you pay it off, and then you set it up on a payment schedule over the next 90 days. Okay, so your payments are super low. This allows you to build a relationship with them. And then when you go to apply for their credit cards later, you will get a way higher limit. I have clients that are able to get like 20K credit card limits from like Navy Federal, PenFed. And these are people who maybe only have a year worth of credit history. So that is the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, credit unions are dope, dude. The ones that, because I had to always keep an open account as long as I had a loan from them and shit. And then so I would build that up, and then once I paid off the vehicle, then I was like, well, I don't really need them. So at that point, I would close all my accounts down, and they'd always say, anytime you want to come back. But that's only two credit unions, I think. American First Credit Union, which is based out, and then the other one is One Nevada Credit Union.
Yeah, I think I have
the other
one of those.
And I swear there was another one, because I mean, like I've financed a lot of vehicles, and especially in the past when I didn't have the money to just, like this year I went and bought my Harley. I paid cash just because I wanted to. I've never done that, and I was like, fuck it, 40 grand, give me that bitch. That, and because I was gonna buy land, which I ended up buying, and I just owner financed the land anyways at 10%, and it was paid off before my second payment was due. And I told them, I said it'll be paid off probably before my second payment. And they were like, cool, no early penalties. We don't mind if you pay us off quick. So I paid them off quick. I think I paid like $600 and something in interest for a $125,000 piece of property. Plus, and then all the other fees, it might have been like 128 grand total. For 40 acres too. Like, even in this market, that's really good for 40 acres. With like, even if the market takes a big shit, I should still be sitting okay with the price I paid for it.
Yeah, no, just when you're like building up your personal credit unions are great, but if you're talking about like the business side of things and business credit, they're not the greatest.
Yeah.
You want to stick with the big banks for that, because like
I have a business account and a credit cards, but that was sole proprietor, like I said. So
it reports to personal.
So it reports to personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird when I look at my personal credit report. I don't see the 10,000. I have like a $10,000 credit card for the business. I don't see it anywhere on my credit. Like I don't see it as an account. I don't see it as the dollar amount increased onto my available credit. So I don't know how that exactly works, but it's a sole proprietor, which means it's 100% on my social.
So
based off
that
of
I would need to see your reports, because there is a way to get them to shadow report. You just have to be very careful about that, because sometimes when you hit a certain utilization limit, it will start reporting to your personal.
Yeah. Which I don't even ever use it, because I don't do the Amazon shit anymore. So I still have all the accounts. I keep them open just because, and I use the credit card every so often just to keep the account up and running. But
yeah, Amazon automation kind of went downhill this year for sure.
Did it? I see. About 2 years ago, I was like done with it, because I came back in contact with BlackSheep, because I'd known him 17 years, and what they were doing, I was like, yeah, I don't need to waste my time doing Amazon, having that headache.
It is a headache.
Did you do
like
it?
I
too?
know yeah, I was involved in it. Like I know people who they got their account flagged and they got like 40K sitting there.
Okay,
waiting.
so my account, that's why I stopped doing it. I didn't have any money locked up like that, but my shit got flagged. So I got it was okay. They started letting like pipes, tobacco pipes, weed pipes,
Yeah.
And so I had these little, like, you had 4 colors. They came in a little case. You had your like little metal weed pipe, some extra screens, a little grinder, like a little travel, like you're out, and you don't want to bring your glass pipe because you're going to break it. So I've 2 months, man. I had that shit selling right out the bat, dude, over 10 grand a month in gross sales, which was fucking huge, which means I was pissing off someone else that was selling pipes. All of a sudden, one by one, each of my 4 listings for each, because there's 4 colors, each one got flagged. Boom, 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 boom. And then my rep that was in Seattle told me, well, just reword it on the back end and bring it back. And I'm like, how am I supposed to reword it? I see how all these other people are rewording it, because I've got all these programs where I can see their back end words. And I'm like, how are they getting away? I don't know. Somebody must have reported you. And I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm not. No. She's like, just redo it all. I'm like, I'm not redoing it. I don't want to put new SKUs. Like, she's told me redo it all. And I was like, fuck all that. I'm done, dude. I don't want to deal with it. So I just fucking told this factory that was still making my shit. They never gave me a refund. The deposit I had made on my next order, it was like $3 grand, dude. And I was like, can we stop the order? And they're like, nope, we already started it, and showed me pictures. And so I lost that $3 grand too.
So now you got $3,000 worth of pipes hidden in your closet, or what?
No, I never got them from China, because that was just 50% of what the cost was. Because it was 2 or 3 pallets I was getting, dude. Because I was going to put them to different distribution centers.
Gotcha.
So,
all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I need to go spend some time with my girls.
Cool.
So,
all right, man. See you. Cool. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, Trey, we're gonna do that Zoom real quick.
Yeah, we can hop on a Zoom real quick.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna
Just
send
send me the
you
link, and we'll do it.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thanks.
That works for me. Yep.
Well, later, Trey. Thanks, man. We got Wannabe Will out there watching us. I'm chatting with him right now.
Is he? Is he really?
Yeah.
Wannabe Will! Baby, it's Wannabe Will! Hey, y'all better buy some drip! Y'all better buy some drip. You buy some drip and you're going to hell! Going to hell! So I was on like rep like 10,982, right? And I was like, Lord, what do you want me to tell everybody today? And he said, well, every other them are beautiful, amazing, glistening muscles. Tell them all to buy some drip. And I said, okay, Lord, I'll tell them. And he said, hey, you tell me too. If it's under $1 million, it's a good buy. Buy some drip, y'all. Come on, you're going to hell. I got a flat head too. I've been missing head day a bit.
They want to be well. Talk up, buddy. We need to get Wannabe Well to like really show up on here and do that one time with the voice changer.
Right? Yeah.
Oh man, what the hell do you use to do that?
What, this?
Yeah. Yeah, both of those things. How do you do that?
What is it called? Voice mod. Voice mod is the voice thing, and Snap Camera is this. But dude, we
That's
saw it.
funny.
I popped my head, and I was when it all first time we were going through looking at all the filters. I was like, "Holy shit! I look like Wannabe Whale."
Oh fuck!
Where is he? Why isn't he fucking?
Oh, he's chatting with me in a DM, but
did he see it?
Yeah, he saw it. I just sent him the sheep chart too. I'm sure he's been watching it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, well, he inspired a fucking like one of the most popular new characters on your fucking stream.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, didn't we even have didn't they even make a sticker out of me with as Wannabe Well?
Yeah,
Right, oh yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Send him that.
I did. I already sent it to him. That's the start of the conversation. He was asking about Trey and what he does.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Hey, Wannabe Whale, what's up, buddy? Did you buy some drip today? Better not have sold no drip, or you're gonna go to hell.
Man, that guy's got a lot of energy. Where do you get all that energy you want to be well? Fucking Eric is still sitting here quiet, just like, what is going on here? He probably fell asleep. Manfred, where are you at, buddy?
Oh, I'm right here, man.
Hey, you're
I'm
right
filling
here,
out
man.
this paperwork for these guys.
Yeah, look, man. Come on, put on your hat and turn on your camera. See if people can tell who's who.
That would take so much time.
On,
I'd have to put on a shirt and find my hat.
You don't have to put on a shirt. Just be a creep. Look here. I'll even be a real creepy man. You all hanging out in the smoke, like, yeah. I'm so fucking high and drunk, man. I've been drunk since I woke up. I woke up and I drank a bottle via my asshole. Yeah. Then I drove around all day.
No, I typically don't drive when I drink.
No, I know. We had another guy that was drinking all day. Well, for Donnie's birthday, that doesn't even normally drink. And then we got him getting in the car in the voice chat. We were like, "What are you doing getting in a car?" He's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just sitting in here."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. No, I don't. No, never had a DUI. I'm never gonna have one.
What is this one supposed to be? Hey man, I got banana head. This is fucking. I know this one's like Morpheus is probably just goes crazy when he sees this one. KFC. I should save that to my favorites. That's a good one. That's a good one there. What's this? It's cold. How do I make it go away now? Show my hands. What is it? Oh, my hands are glowing red. Ooh.
All right, what do we got?
Oh shit! Look at I'm building up a ball between my hands. See that?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Let's see if I turn off my. It only will hit one hand though. Yeah. So much shit this thing can do. Ooh. This would have been Manfred 100 years ago.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I want a monocle. Only one of my eyes is bad.
Oh shit! Watch out.
A monocle. That's funny.
Why, hello, sir. What's this one? What is your superpower? What does that say? I can't read it. It's too small. What does that say? Immortality? That's stupid. Oh, man, I'm so fucking hot. Boy. What is this? Am I like, is this Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z or something?
One of those things. Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's
game.
Naruto.
Yeah,
What's
Naruto,
that?
Yeah, that's Naruto right there, man.
What's that?
Oh, dude, it's one of the best animes ever created. It's like
Well, now
1,000
who am I?
episodes, though.
Who am I now?
Just some fag.
No, here. Hold on. I even got the right kind of drumsticks. You don't know who this is? You don't know whose face this is, whose mask this is.
No, I do not.
Wow. You know who Joey Jordison was?
Who's that?
The drummer from Slipknot that died.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. He died?
Yeah, he died. This year, I think it was. Probably a jab. Yeah, this is his mask. It's fun. I'll get on the drum set. Yeah. Looking like Joey. Maybe I'll throw on my mullet wig or something. Put my mullet wig backwards because his hair was like always in his face.
Damn. Cheap, almost $16.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I know. I'm fucking mind blown myself.
Oh, there's a thing of beauty.
I mean, I knew we were going to pamp it, but holy shit.
Hey, Mantrin. Hey, big boy. What's up? I know this is the way fucking Moon Hunter, Moonwalker, whatever you want to call him. This is the way he views me all the time. He's got such a crush on me. It's ridiculous. This one's fun. And then when I open my mouth, the little ha-has come all over. Shut up, dog. This one's not as fun. Oh, look. You ever seen this one here? Look. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. I'm ENJ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys see this? My new chain, you know what I'm saying? You know, like that's just dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I custom. You know what I'm saying, man. Like then my homie came over and he was like, dang, he's like, we're like smoking up and shit. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like he's like, dang, I like the jewelry, and I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But we got so many. Like, I mean, we've got Mantrid. We've got fucking Wanna Be Well. We've got Sean Connery. We've got, for all the wrestling fans or juggalos, this could probably go either way here. We got this to make Rhino feel more comfortable and inclusive. Everybody put on your BMW hats. And actually, from the right angle, this looks like I'm really wearing a hat, huh?
It does.
Until I turn sideways.
That shit gets better every year.
Eventually, it'll look like I'm really wearing. Or this is Rhino when he's thinking about his cars. Hey, Black Sheep, hit your DMT, man, and then let's have a conversation.
What?
Hit your DMT, and then you and I are going to have a conversation, buddy. Come on, Black Sheep. Get your DMT, and then let's talk.
I got some of that shit in my box in the other room.
Get it right now. Now's the time.
No, you can't drink alcohol anywhere near when you smoke that shit, or you're gonna have a bad time.
I've never done it, but this is what I'm assuming it would be like.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. I mean, you totally leave this reality. I mean, you're gone. Your hearing goes, and the lights go out, man, and you are not here, and you don't feel your body.
And all of a sudden, everybody looks like this.
You've never done it?
Does everybody start looking like this then for a minute?
No.
Have you done it, Manfred?
Oh, I've done it like a whole bunch of times. Fucking
okay.
DMT, ayahuasca.
And you just went way down the rabbit hole with it.
Yeah, I went all
the way. I just do like microdoses and stuff.
Oh, dude, the microdoses, yeah. The microdoses give you such a good feeling, and they just like fix things a little bit. And I think that's my problem is I haven't microdosed any.
Yeah, people use it for like getting over certain addictions and shit like that too.
Hey, you're crackling, Black Sheep.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. I gotta get a rig, and then I should start microdosing DMT and not drinking. You know.
How is it now?
Sounds a little better. Let's see. Talk, Black Sheep.
What's that?
Yeah. There's no crackling.
Good. All right.
Where's Wannabe Whale? Why isn't he commenting?
Come on, Wannabe Whale, where you at, baby?
But Shane, when you go all the way through, you don't see anything that looks like a human. I mean, it's all like energy grid lines, and this just a perception that really can't be described in the three-dimensional space.
Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of people say. Oh, I met God and they're an alien.
You can call it whatever you want, but it's definitely the people that are watching us. I think it's the consciousness that is running the simulation. I think that's what happens. DMT is the red pill, and you get to see the people running the simulation. And I'll sound crazy.
We all live in the Matrix, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
That's what DMT people are always saying shit like that. Like, oh yeah, we live in the Matrix.
Woohoo! It changes. You can switch between dimensions.
Everything's covered in snow again outside. I didn't even know that. Give me 1 second. I gotta run to my bedroom.
What up?
Hey, Twinsies. What are you doing? Why are you eating this late? Oh, that's fine. Can you give the dogs more water? I'll be damned.
What's going on here?
I love the snow. It's so pretty. Meanwhile, Manfred tries to run away from it.
I'm coming. I'll be up there. I'll be up there in December. I'd like to go skiing this year. I haven't been skiing in a while.
I want to snowboard so bad, but I'm scared I'll hurt my back. As bad as
Yeah,
my back was earlier this year.
my back is wrecked, but I think I'm gonna give it a go and try snowboarding. I'm thinking like I can get my wife and daughter in on it. We could all learn to snowboard together. It'd be a nice time.
Yeah, it's so weird, like back shit. Like I could like I could do shit like riding dirt bikes, like get into fights, whatever, like jumping dirt bikes, never hurt my back, and then I could like bend down and pick something up in the freezer at home, and then I'm fucked for like a week or two.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with this. Oh, nothing's
How's
working.
Ford doing?
I don't know. I can't tell. My MetaMask is not doing anything for some reason. Keeps giving me some fucking error because it had one of the avarice transactions hung up in there, and then I tried to reset the MetaMask, and now it's not doing shit.
Damn, you got avarice.
All right, fellas, it's bedtime. It was good hanging with y'all.
Well, that's okay, man. Should I could take over for you, buddy? I got your, where?
What the fuck,
all right,
dude?
man.
Yeah. Start.
I hope you like Doritos, man, because you're gonna be eating some.
Just blabber about some nonsense, and you'll be okay.
One time I fucked a squirrel.
There you go.
Okay. I got you down.
See you guys.
Later. This fucking sucks, dude. I don't know what's going on here. Fucking avarice locked up my fucking MetaMask or something. Because one of the stakes didn't end when I tried to end it.
What if you go to a different chain and back? Does it stop it?
I don't know.
Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Let's see. Nope. Fuck. Who fucking knows, dude? All right. I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow.
Win, Lambo, yellow, Lambo, 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 shooting to the moon,
and go.
I wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm. I wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm. Let's go get palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm. Lambo, yellow, Lambo, win, Lambo, yellow, Lambo. I wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. We wanna palm, palm. Let's go get palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. We wanna palm, palm, palm.
giant green dildos in the future.
They've been talking shit.